Sasa leo Ruto amefanya mambo ni leo ama jana Ruto amefanya mambo ya ajabu. You remember when the High Court said that there should be new census, they should redo the new census in Mandera, Wajir, Arona, and which other county. And then Ruto is already there, and he has said those people cannot be vetted when they are getting IDs. I told in my last video that this is a move. Ruto knows what he's doing. So don't be surprised when we get like Northeastern has more than 5 million voters. That's a fact. It will turn out to be so, because now everybody there will have to register for an ID. Si lazima awe Mkenya. You heard what he said, that the constitution allows us to make refugees Kenyans, or foreigners to be Kenyans, and that's his plan. Because he knows the ground is very slippery for 2027 for his re-election, so he has gone there. Number 2, about the 5 chiefs who were abducted, I don't know, by Al-Shabaab. This is his own plan. You know, this police have injured and even hurt those 5 young men who had launched a manhunt for the chiefs. The police are saying that the young men were interfering with the search. So Ruto knows. Ruto wanted to go there, and these people will be found. The chiefs will be found maybe tomorrow or by end of this week, and Ruto atajipika kifua asema simunaona mimi Al-Shabaab hawezi nishinda. That is his plan, and this is the strategy that he has. He's saying that he's not campaigning, but we know Ruto has already started his campaigns, and the candidate we have as Gen Zs right now, he's supposed to be really campaigning against Ruto. Ruto is always ahead of time. He has told you that he has been an MP for 15 years, he has been a deputy president for 10 years, he is now a president towards his 5th year, and so the next election is not anything to him. He already knows the plan. So now Northeastern inaenda kuwa na wapiga kura zaidi ya milioni 5. In the previous election, in the previous census, Mandera, Wajir has 350,000 people. But just wait. After the census, we do the census again. Expect 900,000+ people. The other county expect 900,000 plus. Then the other one. We are going to have about 3 million new voters, plus now their original number of voters. So guys, prepare for that. Anyway, whatever I have to tell you, Ruto has no good plans for us. Now that USAID is gone, we need to plan ourselves better. Kama unapanga kupata ukimwi round hii, young people, take care of yourself, because this is a very serious thing. So we need to rely on our own. We have all the resources. And if Trump thinks, by the way, that he's doing a favor to us, African countries should now stop exporting raw materials to US, and we see who wins. Let us use our own raw materials here. Let the African leaders set their own companies. Let us set our own industries here to use these raw materials. Let us not have these wazungus coming for our own raw materials here. We have our gold. We mine gold in Kenya. In Ikolomani, people died the other day. Sorry for them. May they RIP when they are mining gold. We have these resources. Why will you export gold to other countries when we can set up industries in this country and manufacture gold-made materials? We export coffee so that we get processed coffee. Why can't the president, instead of pouring this money to people, why can't he set up a coffee refining industry here instead of exporting the coffee? We can get our own coffee here. We export tea leaves so that we can get processed tea. What is the essence of exporting when we can already set our own industries here? Kenya imports already refined oil. Why can't we revive our own oil refinery industry in Mombasa? We need to refine our own refining industry. We have all the resources. The money that President Ruto is throwing here and there, why can't he use it? The money that he has used to, like the budget for renovation of, State House and the office of the Deputy President at his residential area is 1.5 billion. Why can't he use such billions to make these industries? We have all the resources that is required. But now, you know where the money is going? Look at Murkomen's watch. That's where our money is going. Look at how the president is wearing expensive shoes, expensive clothes. That's where our money is going. And Atwell is saying that and the workers' pay slip has not shrunk. Let me tell you the truth. Our pay slips zimeshrink, hata kulipa school fees zimekuwa ngumu. We can barely survive. We used to have 3 meals per day. Right now I can barely have 2 meals. Because the economy is very tough. The businesses are not thriving. Right now with the US aid gone, over 35,000 people have lost their jobs. But anyway, Ruto means no good for this country. I always say Ruto must go. Even though I don't see the candidate that will beat Ruto, but I think we should start focusing on sending Ruto home. We should do a lot of civic education. Let us educate our parents, because imagine all these people turning out in large numbers, even though they are paid, but that's the thing. Lastly, Rigathi Gachagua might get back to this government. These people have known that Rigathi is now destroying their image, their reputation, and so they are thinking of how to get him back to the government. You had Didmas Barasa, the murderer who killed someone in broad daylight, is still walking around saying that they can bring back Rigathi. Lisemwele Lipo. So prepare. Rigathi will get back to this government and will still support the government. Remember yesterday he said that his case is still active in the courts. So the Supreme Court can say that, can nullify the impeachment, and Gachagua will easily retain his seat as the deputy president. So we need to think otherwise. These politicians are not our friends. Let's think about them. Let's think about how to replace them. Whether Madakaru or who, these are political cousins. I've always said they mean nothing good for us. Let us support a candidate who is clean, a candidate who knows the interest of this country. Rigathi is of no good. I'm not just telling you this for free, but Rigathi is of no good to us. We need a clear candidate, a candidate who has not been involved in corruption. Let EACC work. Let EACC clear each and every candidate. With the IEBC bench constituted, we are waiting for 2 guys to be sworn into office. The only 2 people who have not been sworn into office. As soon as they are sworn in, let's see how it goes. But the chairperson of IEBC, it will be my wish. I wish it will be Maraga if he qualifies. But the person who is being appointed as the IEBC chairperson will determine the president of 2027. And we need clear and fair elections. We need to be vigilant at the ballot, during the counting, so that there is no fraud, no stealing of our votes. As usual, let's stop this handout thing of we get from politicians. We've already known how our MPs used the CDF money for financial year 2023-2024. So, I don't know, as you vote, I don't know how my MP used his money, but I've not seen, I'm still reading the report, and I'll compile and tell you how these politicians performed. Otherwise, just know that Ruto is in northeastern province. His aim is to sell his positive image that he has fight Al-Shabaab, because soon, maybe tomorrow or latest Friday, these chips will be back and will say that he has defeated Al-Shabaab. Lastly, USA has said no funding. The 1.7 billion they were promised to give Kenya to have our police officers remain in Haiti and fight. Trump has said, fuck you. He doesn't support that, so our police should be back. So I support that. Let us be back. If Trump is saying that he doesn't want to support Africa, let US remove all their defense forces, their air bases in our country or in African countries. Wapeleke hizo nini zao za majeshi, hizo security thing in their own countries. African, we know our problems and we can solve our own problems. We know where the problem is. The problem is our leaders. We elect thieves. The likes of Akina Sudi. People have never gone to school calling themselves engineers. We appoint people in leadership positions like Aisha Juma to lead, I don't know, the engineers team. We cannot allow that. Thank you guys. Let's continue being vigilant.